Okay, so today we are making a birthday present for Crystal, which is this frosted brownies that she asked for. And there's a picture of it so you can write it down, all the ingredients. Oops. There it is. And what I did is I got all of the ingredients out. Everything's all pre-measured. So we're going to start with 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of butter, which I already melted. I'm going to throw it in there. And a 1/2 cup of cocoa, which I already pre-measured. And this is this cocoa, which is from Mom's Pantry. And if you don't have any, we are doing a Mom's Pantry order. And it's something like 10 bucks. It's really good cocoa. So we're going to start mixing this up, and we're just going to mix it on medium heat, medium high, medium, just until it's blended. I know it's kind of dark in here, but that's how it goes. Here it goes. And then we are going to add flour and sugar. Turn it down. So for the flour, this is how we measure our flour. We're going to take 2 cups. What we're going to do is we're going to shake it off, and that's how much you're going to get in your cup. See? That's how much you get. Don't go heaping it like this, because you're going to have way too much flour. Or if you want to stand there with a spoon and slowly scoop it in and take forever, you could do that too, but we're just going to put 2 cups of flour in there. I know it seems like a lot of flour, right? But it actually works. And we're going to put 2 cups of sugar in there. Now the 2 cups of sugar, you can put the 2 cups of sugar as level cups of sugar when you measure it. But the flour is a little different because it settles. And as you can see, it looks kind of crumbly. I don't know if you can really see. The lighting in my kitchen is not very good. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to blend it all up for a few minutes. And it looks super crumbly and heavy, which I'm going to show you. See, this is what it looks like. Super crumbly. Looks like crumbs. That's okay, because it's going to come together when we put the rest of the stuff in there. So the next thing we're going to add is a tablespoon of vanilla. 1 tablespoon. And use the good vanilla, the pure vanilla extract. Because if you use artificial vanilla extract, you might as well just not use anything, because that stuff is not very good. So we are going to measure 1 tablespoon. There it is, 1 tablespoon. We're just going to slowly put it in. And then we are going to add the eggs, and I already did the eggs. But here's the thing, you want to put room temperature eggs, because you have butter in there. And if you put cold eggs in the butter, what's going to happen is the butter's going to go solid. You never want to bake with cold eggs. You want to bake with room temperature garlic. So there we go, we're putting in the egg. Now when you put the egg in, you only want to blend it until it's blended. So we're going to shut that off. And I am going to get my spatula out of here. And I'm going to clean this all off. I don't know. Now, yeah, we are going to, sorry for the crappy video, but I only got one hand and I need two hands right now, so. Now, it's really good if you have a spatula. Use your spatula. Okay. So we are going to take this off of here and we are going to blend until it's mixed. It's going to be a lumpy. You can see it's lumpy. I'm going to try to put this in better light. Let's try and put it over here. There, that's better light. You can see it's lumpy, but that's okay. Okay, if it's lumpy, you just want to blend it.
Even came with a soda panel.
There. Eggs are blended in. We are now going to pour this into the prepared pan. And the prepared pan, I just have parchment paper and it's glued in with some lard. You could glue it in with some butter or anything else that you have that's gluey. Can I bug you for a second to hold this? Just at that pan. Yeah.
Say your assistants.
So my sous chef is here, but he's not helping today because he doesn't bake.
I'm the cameraman.
So he's the cameraman now. So here we are, we're sticking this into the pan. And then we are going to spread it. It's very, very thick. Don't look at me, but look at the cake. So we are going to spread it. If you see any big lumps of floury stuff, just, you know, kill it. There we go. Spread it. Try to get it sort of even. It's going to spread out more once it's in the oven. But that's okay. Check the cake out, not your Tim Hortons. All right. I like to use a spatula because you get every little bit out of the thing and it's easier to clean after. But if you got a Dan in the house, you might want to not use a spatula so he has something to look at after. Okay, thank you. So we have the oven at 325 on convection bake. If this was regular bake, let's check it out. It would be at 350. You see it right there. It's already preheated at 350, but we are going to use convection just because you can. And we are going to throw that cake into the oven. Right there, sort of in the middle. Sort of in the middle. It doesn't have to be right in the middle. You know what? I'm going to put that down. So that cake is in there. And it's going in for about half an hour. So I'm going to just put the timer on. And in the meantime, we are going to check out this other stuff. I have 1 cup of nuts that I'm going to toast. So you see them there. It's all spread out in a pan. I'm going to throw that in my oven right now because I want them to toast. You don't have to toast your walnuts, but if you want your walnuts to be nice and crunchy and crispy, you might want to toast them. So here's another little trick is with your eggs. If you forgot to put your eggs out and have them at room temperature, you want to have a cup or a bowl, and you're going to put your eggs inside of there, and you're going to run some hot water over top, and you're going to let it sit for about 2 minutes in the hot water, maybe about a minute. A minute's probably long enough. Depends how many eggs you have. I had 5 medium eggs, so I put it in there for about a minute and a half. And the eggs come out room temperature. You just get rid of your water, crack your eggs, they're room temperature. Or you can leave them out overnight and you always have room temperature eggs. And when I'm measuring my butter, I use the little thing on the package. See, tells you your size. Tells you how many cups, half cup, quarter cup. So I always measure. If I need a quarter cup, I cut it, then I melt it. If I need a 1 cup, I cut it, then I melt it. This recipe, we had 1 cup butter. So that's what we used. Now you can use this chocolate recipe, chocolate icing, but we are not using that one. We are using the fudge recipe, which is right there. And the reason that we're using it is because that's the one that everybody had yesterday, and that's the one Crystal wants today. So there's the recipe. You can write it down. And I got everything pre-measured on the stove right here. So I have 1 can of Eagle brand. It doesn't have to be Eagle brand. I've baked with the no-name brands and they work just as well. As long as it is condensed milk and not evaporated milk. You can see the first time I opened up one of these, I thought it had gone bad because it was thick, but that's the way it's supposed to be. I threw in my 1/4 cup of butter. I'm going to put my stove on very, very warm. See, we do not want to burn this. We just want to heat it. And once the butter is melted, I'm going to throw in my 3 cups of mini chips. These are minis, which is equal to 2 packages of chocolate chips. Same amount. You just throw that in there after, and you continue to stir it until it is melted. And once it is melted, you put that on top of your baked brownies. And then you top that with your nuts. So we're going to give this another 25 minutes or so. We're going to come back, make the fudge. See, I'm not going to make it yet because you don't want to put it on when the brownies come right out of the oven. And we'll be back.